Towns and Chang are in the post, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Now, here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to.
A great bird's eye view of the arena here in Houston, Texas. It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. For the 76ers right now, they're focused on kicking off to a good start on the road trip here. Well, Clark, Aaron Brooks is out with the injury. That's a tough loss there.
Well, since the last game when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse, guys, and that's terribly disheartening. The speed of that young player.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harden dishes to Franklin. The rebound by Grant.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
You know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive.
Pass to Noel. Guarded by Franklin. And it's Grant in the corner. Wide open look. Harden grabs the miss. Houston in the lead. Dishes it to Franklin. The Rockets with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. It's taken away by Brewer. There's the pass to Franklin. Out left to the wing. And the wide open shot from Decker. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Guarded by Franklin. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets leading by 4. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Rockets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Defended by Franklin. And it's Grant in the corner. Kicks it to Noel. From deep, Thornton. Good. Thornton's got 7.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Thornton. 7 points in the game. The 11-footer, and he hits the jumper for 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Let's take him back.
We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend.
94. As the preacher takes the pulpit.
You know, Vic was my brother. Blood couldn't have made us any closer. And everything feels like it just happened yesterday. So I'm just trying to take things one day at a time, you know. I'm very grateful for my family, my teammates and coaches for supporting me during this difficult season. I miss Vic, but I'll press on. Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question, I mean, it's a really difficult road to navigate, the loss of a loved one or a close.
And James Harden subbed in for Archie Goodwin. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Rejected by Franklin. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Noel's checked in for Okafor. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Landry kicks to Thornton. No good with the triple. The Rockets trail. Here's Franklin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Howard's shot is good.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Philadelphia gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Smith with it, out defended by Freak, and it's Smith penetrating. And Capella sends it back. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Decker's checked in for Dwight Howard. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The feed to Thornton. There's the triple. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Franklin, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Grant outside. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Embiid. And there's the foul against Houston. Embiid the screen. Grant outside. There's the three. Rebounded by Capella.
You know, not only is the game neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
The 76ers trail. Smith outside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Harden's got 8 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. Stick it too much.
On the wing, Brewer. Over to the left wing. Decker kicks to Franklin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 10.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And a wide open look for Thornton. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Thornton's got a pair of triples in the second now for Philadelphia. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And the first half comes to a... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Marcus Thornton, he's really been playing well.
I know we've said this many times.